Democrat Doug Jones scored a stunning win in the U.S. Senate race in Alabama over his scandal-hit Republican rival, a hammer blow to the White House, who have blamed former strategist Steve Bannon. The Democratic victory, a political earthquake in one of the reddest of Deep South U.S. states, is a stinging blow to the president. Reuters' 6 Democrat Roy Moore scored a stunning election victory over his Republican rival in deeply conservative Alabama. Donald Trump came out in full support of Republican Roy Moore despite senior party figures distancing themselves from him in light of allegations that he had made sexual advances on young teens. He fired off a tweet to congratulate Jones on his hard-fought victory. Trump said, "A win is a win. The people of Alabama are great, and the Republicans will have another shot at this seat in a very short period of time. It never ends." But his pleasant tone masked what administration insiders said is deep anger at the strategy pursued by ex-advisor Bannon, the former aide and ultra-conservative media boss who was briefly Trump's right-hand man in office. AP:"Associated Press 6 voters rejected former Judge Roy Moore, once seen as a shoo-in for the Senate seat, amid lurid sexual allegations. Twitter 6. Donald Trump tweeted congratulations to Democrat Doug Jones, but White House insiders say he is fuming. A senior White House official told the Daily Mail that Trump is really upset right now, while a Republican Party strategist said last night will be Steve Bannon's political epitaph. Jones won 49.9% of the vote compared to Moore's 48.4%, a margin of nearly 21,000 votes out of 1.3 million cast, according to figures posted by US media. But Moore himself refused to concede, declaring, "When the vote is this close, it is not over." Jones, 63, is a former federal prosecutor who shot a local prominence when he convicted members of the Ku Klux Klan who bombed a black church in the 1960s, killing 4 girls. AP:"Associated Press 6 Doug Jones thanks supporters as he holds his wife Louise's hand. He won by a 1.5% margin in a shock victory that has rocked Republicans. AP:"Associated Press 6 Doug Jones waves to supporters who cheered and applauded his election victory over Republican Roy Moore. The result puts an Alabama Democrat in the U.S. Senate for the first time in 25 years. "I am truly overwhelmed," Jones told ecstatic supporters at his election party in Birmingham. Alabama, which Trump won last year by 28 points, has been at a crossroads before, and sometimes did not take the correct path forward, Jones said. On Tuesday, "You took the right road." Moore signaled he wanted a recount, but Alabama law provides for an automatic recount, only if the margin is within 0.5%. The current margin stands at 1.5%. If no recount is ordered, Jones is expected to be seated in the U.S. Senate in early January. The loss by Moore, a former Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court, shrinks the Republicans' Senate majority to 51 in the 100-seat chamber, and reduces Trump's margin for maneuver to the bare minimum. Reuters 6 Roy Moore's supporters consoled themselves as news broke that he had lost the election. Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore arrives on horseback to vote in Alabama election. It has been deemed a humiliating setback for Republicans as they struggle to move Trump's legislative agenda through Congress. The Jones victory brought an avalanche of Democratic congratulations. Tonight Alabama voters elected a senator who will make them proud, tweeted Hillary Clinton, Trump's defeated presidential rival. And if Democrats can win in Alabama, we can, and must, compete everywhere. Close quote. Most read in news: killer couple first picture of couple charged with murdering kids in arson attack. Now horror mum gets blood poisoning and loses part of thumb after ripping off false nails. Mowed down on the pavement. Lad 12 slams motorbike into schoolgirl 15, putting her in coma. Absolutely ridiculous as Furious benefits mum splurges £2K on Christmas presents for her 6 kids. Fire tot dies girl 3, rescued from arson attack dies as life support machine turned off. Axico jealous dad cuts off his wife's hands with an axe as he accused her of affair. Moore, 70, had wanted to bring his Christian religious activism to Washington. But the tumultuous election was buffeted for the past month with the shock allegations by several women, first reported by the Washington Post 1 month ago, that Moore assaulted, molested or pursued several teenage girls. One claimed she was sexually assaulted by Moore when she was 14 years old. Had Moore won, the Republican brand risked being sullied by association with the judge. We pay for your stories. Do you have a story for the Sun online news team? Email us at tips@thesun.com.